Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bootleg Safari. I'm Aaron Reynolds. I write a comic strip called Effin Birds. I'm joined today by my friend Joe. Joe,
well, friend is kind of a loose...
My frenemy,
There we
Joe.
go.
Tell the people what you do.
So I do a couple things. I host the Emmy Award-winning TV show Cartoon Academy. I know it's no. What do you have? The Webby. It's no Webby Award.
But I got 4 of them.
But he's got 4. I've only got 2 Emmys.
Yeah.
It's called Cartoon Academy on PBS. I have a syndicated feature called Maze Toons, which appears in newspapers all over the world, distributed by King Features. A bunch of Maze books and different things. And the thing that I'm oddly most known for, that people show up with something for me to autograph at conventions, is for the past 17 years I've been the artist for Charlie the Tuna of Starkist fame. So I have people show up in the States with cans of tuna fish for me to autograph. So,
which is kind of amazing. I saw it happen and I couldn't believe it. And it was amazing. You also have Funko Pops of Charlie.
Yeah, the Charlie Funko Pops we get a lot of too.
That kind of blew my mind. So in this panel, what we do is every time I do it, I have a guest join me and we introduce each other to 3 horrible knockoff things that we've found. Who likes bootleg things? Yeah. I am a huge fan of terrible garbage that's vaguely recognizable. And,
which is why he likes my work.
That's right. That's right. So this panel was born actually after a Christmas party where we had a secret Santa that devolved into a secret Satan. And what I gave was this. Now, just to be clear, that's not Garfield. That is a fully original Chinese character called Famous Fat Orange Cat. And he comes in a vacuum-sealed bag. He looks really disgusting and horrible.
Wow.
And when I gave him, this was the reaction I got. So I wanted that in my life over and over and over again, and so this panel was born. So are you guys ready to see some horrible stuff? We got some good stuff for you. I mean, Joe really understood the assignment on this one, and you're going first.
Oh, I am.
Yeah,
okay.
because I'm going last. So you're going first.
All right, so I'm going first.
You can just go ahead.
I can just go ahead and what do I do? Hit that?
Oh, that's the
no,
wrong
I hit. I'm left-handed.
This
This is not going to work.
There you go. Oh my God.
Isn't she a doll? This is, of course, Belle. Not really. I love the one eye that is seeing something very interesting off to the side, and then the other eye sees something else that's interesting in the other direction.
I bet she's really good at hockey.
She's constantly got her eye on you.
This is like, so there's this thing with bootleg things where their eyes are never pointing in the same direction. And so it's great to have an example of that.
She's also a thalidomide baby, for those of you who know that reference there. The flipper hands are a little disturbing as well. So, all right.
That's garbage.
That is trash.
Yeah.
Next bit of trash. You know, but look at the font. That font right tells you that's quality. You see that letter D on any product, you know, and look at the one on the end is looking at Belle and her eye. The thing about it is they use the font of a very popular character company with lawyers, but they obviously made no attempt at making it look like any character from that corporation.
No. They just put the sticker on it, right?
They just put like this. And is it a 4-pack?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a bargain.
How much is it?
$1.49.
Yeah, that sounds like... have you ever seen those things that end up in Dollarama that are like really weird, like... Yeah, this is one of those.
Yeah. I like this, though.
I don't like this.
Oh. They all look like Katy Perry. That might be why I like
There
them.
you go. That's fair.
It's the Katy Perry dolls. Okay. I don't even think it's... notice the S is missing. This is just a damn family. This is just a damned. Oh, there's a D on the end, but no E. So it's a damn D fam.
Wait, what's her name is Wednesday.
Wednesday. When Zidane, the end, Charles Adams is rolling over in his grave. But again, at $4, I'm making that purchase.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then I'm jacking it up to $8 and selling it at Comic-Con.
Yeah, well, I very famously bought a whole bunch of Sonic Super Rangers for all my friends for Christmas one year. They were all the yellow Power Ranger and with guns.
Wow.
They were great.
Well, the yellow Power Ranger probably does need a little extra.
A little something. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is me. This is me.
Okay.
I brought you some Simpsons.
Simpsons.
I don't know if you here. I'm going to zoom in on this. Have a look at this. The Simpsons.
The Simpsons and Simpsons.
Yeah. I think this is beautiful for a number of reasons. One of my favorite things about it is Bart's face. But also Homer's face. Okay, face it, all their faces.
Yeah, all their
Marge's
faces.
face, they're all bad. Actually, this one defies the usual rule of Simpsons bootlegs, which is that Lisa is the worst one.
Yeah.
She might be the best one in this one. But they also have this thing that all of these bootlegs seem to have, which are little lights in the middle of their chests. And I don't know why. I don't know why any of them have
Because it's not a toy, it's a flashlight.
Well, is
And they
that
can
right?
sell it with certain regulations, maybe?
Do you think?
No.
Maybe it's a
I made
regulatory
that up.
dodge, like.
But it's like a regulatory thing. We're not importing toys with lead. These are flashlights with lead.
Flashlights with lead, yeah. So
That's legal.
that's like I love them because you'll have a Homer Simpson that does like E.T. He goes, like.
Turn on your heart light.
That's right.
I love that it says one family is very happy, but not this one.
Yeah, right. Simpson.
Clearly not this
I
one.
love that it's Simpson at the top and Simpsons down
Yeah.
there. Yeah, that's my.
Good
So I brought more than one Simpson. I brought this really horrifying Bart window cling. This is the kind of thing that you would get at, a fair, the CNE.
Really bad fair.
Yeah, exactly, something like that. And I got a close up of its head. This was thanks to a great eBay
Oh, please
auction.
don't.
Are you ready for the close up
No.
of his head?
Oh my goodness.
There's a lot going on
Oh
here.
wow.
I don't.
Start with the eyebrows.
Yeah, what's wrong with them?
And then the teeth, and then the tongue. Oh wow,
You know
this
what?
is just all kinds of wrong.
And the sculpt looks to me like Bart grew up, and he grew up ugly.
And then get hit by a truck.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like when sometimes a child star doesn't age well. This is
Name names.
no.
Danny Bonnet. Okay, no, no names. We won't. No names.
That's mean.
No, he's very
That's
nice,
mean.
I'm sure.
Is he?
No.
Okay. All right. Do I have another Simpson? Oh yeah, I do. I have this. This is one of my favorite things I've ever seen, and this I would genuinely buy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you buy this? I've seen a lot of crummy Pikachus.
I choose not to.
You choose not to buy this?
Yeah, that's not.
I 100% choose this.
Yeah, no, that's too disturbing for me.
Really? 'Cause
Yeah.
I like how upset he looks about being a Pikachu, and I also love that his arm is part of his mouth.
Yeah, I love that his arms look like they're holding up
Yeah, they're
his
holding
mouth.
his. Oh, maybe it's a costume. He's wearing these Google glasses, and he's got this they're just holding.
There's
his
a
mouth in front of his-
backstory?
Yeah, there's a backstory. Well, I mean,
Okay.
all these have got a backstory. Somebody
Yeah.
made these. They didn't just happen. Like there's a human being who decided to make.
Well,
this.
let's not assume.
No.
I mean, this looks like this was designed by AI on a Commodore VIC-20.
I think it's too good for that. Like, look at the two little hairs on top of his head. Like, it's got Homer's balding pattern on top of Pikachu's head. Like,
Why don't you just be an artist who is actually here in Artist Alley selling these, and we just
I would love.
you
for
would
that.
buy a whole bunch of them.
Yes, I would. I would
Okay.
buy a lot of them.
No, I can see that, I
That's
guess.
those are my Simpsons. So those.
Okay.
So you shared with me terrible dolls. I've shared with you terrible Simpsons. What do you got? What do you got?
Okay.
Next?
Oh, this is. Spider-Man. Oh, it's reggae, is what it is. It's the Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Yeah.
Spider-Man.
He's yes.
I don't know what the LB plus is.
Supposed to look like Lego.
I guess that's Lego. I don't know. I mean, it means where I'm from, it's pounds. Ages 6 to 14. That's,
Sure.
you know,
If you're over 14, you should not be playing with.
you should be
Spider-Man.
buying this stuff if you're 14.
I don't think you should be buying this at all. But like, he's kind of great.
But I'm not sure like where the legs end and where the body and the ship begins and...
Honestly, that's one of my favorite things about the fake Lego sets is that they have such absurd vehicles that aren't like you would expect that they would just clone a real Spider-Man set.
Yeah.
But instead, they have this, whatever this is.
Well, they had some lightsaber knockoffs left over
Yeah.
from their Star Wars playset.
Yeah, so
and
it's
then
whatever pieces are left in the factory,
Yeah.
and that's what they're assembling this out of. Okay.
It's like the all seasoning of Legos.
Yeah. Oh, that's
All dressing. That's what it is. All dressing
that sounds
of
like
Legos.
that sounds like a great job to be the guy in the Chinese factory that makes something out of the leftover Lego
Whatever
parts.
pieces fall on the floor, they
Exactly.
assemble it and,
Oh, man.
and have that. So, okay, all right, here we go. Clamberman.
Clamberman. I assume he clambers.
People certainly aren't clamoring to buy the toy. That's it looks like a toad that got squished.
Yeah. Well, he looks kind of like, so a couple weeks ago, there was one that had those crawling on their belly army guys with rifles, except
yeah.
they'd been repainted and they had new heads. So one was Buzz Lightyear, and one was Spider-Man, and one was Superman. And so it was Spider-Man with holding a rifle climbing on his belly. And so I was like, well, is this one of those? But they've actually molded the whole like spider pattern, like the costume pattern's on there.
There's piping and suction cups and all kinds of craziness
what
going
does
on.
he do?
Yeah. Well, there's a flashlight in the middle there, so I think it's just a flashlight.
Light in the middle. So how much is this? $4?
No, is that pounds or is that like Philippine?
Oh,
€6?
€6.
So
How
it's
much
like
is it?
$80 US.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy that to find out.
I don't know how much.
If it was cheap enough, I would have bought it to find out.
But it has a function. It says function superset.
Clamberman.
Clamberman. Yeah, I don't know what it does. Now I'm really curious.
I'm gonna make myself a T-shirt that says "Function Superset Clamberman."
This is function superset.
Oh, this is great. This is a Spider-Man 2 telephone.
Yeah, this is a Spider-Man 2 specifically, so you know what you're getting into there.
Not the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
And he's got some barbed wire
Yeah.
around him.
Yes.
For some inexplicable reasons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that?
I don't know if that's supposed to be Dr. Ock grabbing him. It doesn't look
I think
like.
it's supposed to be Web. I think that's supposed to be like the Todd McFarlane style messy Web. I think that's.
Todd McFarlane, what are you doing? Okay.
I don't think Todd McFarlane.
I think Todd McFarlane actually worked on this. This is what he does.
Turns out this is from McFarlane Toys.
Okay, so
Wait, can we get any closer to some of these here? Swipe.
Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see the apps that are included.
Yeah,
So if I swipe, that's gonna. Okay.
Oh.
So it has People,
That's great.
which is my favorite search engine since Ask Jeeves. Or Jeeves. Sorry, it's Ask Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves.
Yeah,
Oh my
People's
God.
my favorite search
People.
engine. It's 7:10 a.m.
I did a
on
People
Friday,
search.
September 28th. Hey, we're close.
Oh yeah.
4G. Not
It's
bad.
got 4G. All right.
Okay.
What else we got? Oh,
We've got
Oh,
hat, Canada,
Yeah.
maybe.
What's bat?
What's
Some.
Samsung and Fosbeak,
Fosbeak.
which as a bird aficionado is probably something.
I really like
Can you
Fosbeak.
communicate with birds?
That's why is everybody on Blue Sky when they
But
could be on
okay,
Fosbeak?
phone. Yeah, we know it's a
Sure.
phone. Contacts, good. A snake.
Snake.
Splanner. And then download your favorite bips.
This is beautiful. I like that they were concerned enough that they might be sued by Google or Facebook that they changed the name, but not enough to be worried about Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah, because Marvel doesn't have a lawyers.
No, exactly.
At all, so.
Well, I mean, maybe Sony has to go after them, and they're like, Sony, what's Sony gonna
Yeah,
do?
what's they got bought by
They got
Disney.
nothing. They got
Yeah. All right.
That's
here we
really
go.
beautiful. I love this. I love this a lot.
Right. Okay, so kids.
Wow.
Okay. So yeah.
Can I just
So for a second, I thought when I first saw this, I thought it was one of those foam things you put in the water
Right,
and
that
it
comes
gets
out to-
bigger.
yeah.
And I was kind of right.
Yeah.
It does get bigger.
This is.
It's just not foam.
I like Rhino 69 in the background there, of all the names for these things.
Yeah.
Now, if you were presented with the option to buy Spider-Man sexual stimulants, or Rhino 69. I feel like one of those is a better, like Spider-Man's love life is
but
problematic.
If
Like,
you'll notice, but Spider-Man is 100% natural and safe.
Oh,
Yeah.
as opposed to Rhino 69.
And has great effects. The movie, by the way, also has great effects.
It's true.
But they're all digital. And this is world leading. So this is probably the best there is. And, by the way, it works. Not that I know, but this balloon.
No, Spider-Man, no!
I don't think we need any commentary.
No, that's
Good?
it.
Okay.
Thanks, AliExpress balloons.
Yeah. Good to know it works.
This is horrendous. All right,
You're next?
I'm next.
You're next, okay.
You know what? I don't even...
Top that.
I can't even remember what my next thing is. That's how upset I am about Spider-Man.
That's one of the side effects of those pills
Yeah,
is memory
it's
loss.
memory loss. All right, let's surprise me and you. Oh, it's Cool Heroes.
Yay.
Yay.
Oh, Batman is my favorite Avenger.
He's my favorite Avenger too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember him in Age of Ultron?
Yeah. Is there anybody who didn't get that joke? Raise your hand. Okay, good. You're in the right place.
Yeah, you're in the right
okay.
place.
Just want to make sure.
Oh, here's another Batman Avenger. You know, this one is Avengers: The Hero Strikes.
Oh, that was a good one.
Now, I think this one is actually a very good likeness of Ben Affleck. What do you think? Did I put a close-up in here? I did. There you go.
Yeah.
It's a surprising... I mean, aside from the part where his eyes aren't facing in the same direction, that looks a lot like
He's a little mopey.
Ben
That's
Affleck.
him.
And he's got a light in the middle of his chest so that you know that Batman is experiencing love. He's thinking of his parents and it goes... Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You know that song really is about E.T.?
Yes, it is. That's why I keep singing it over and over. As I was the only one getting why I was doing that.
Yeah, do you guys know about that Heartlight song? Who was it?
Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to see E.T. and then he went home and wrote a song about E.T. called Heartlight.
And then Spielberg said, yeah, we can't use it. The movie already came out. What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. Well, can you imagine if that was the end credits song? The credits start rolling, they start playing Heartlight. I used to do a thing where we would write fake end credits songs for movies, and the best one I ever wrote was called "Your Love Is Like a Geostorm," theme from Geostorm. Wow. And it was a call and response, like hair metal, like lots of ride cymbal, like your love is like a geostorm. Anyways, it was great.
That'll work for anything, though.
I think so too.
Your love is like
Sharknado. But Geostorm is so good for that. Anyways, that movie already came out, so they couldn't accept my call. So here's another Batman from the Avengers.
He was in all of them.
He's in so many different Batmen that are all in the Avengers. But here's what I really like, and again, he's got lights. But I want to show you something really important about this.
Yeah.
One. Are you ready for it? His face.
He just realized he's DC, not Marvel. I'm in the wrong place.
What am I doing here?
I'm Batman?
Oh my God! I just pictured Michael Keaton doing that in the voice of one of the multiplicity clones when he's cloned himself too many times and they're dumb.
They're all Batmans though.
I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
Horrible realization he's had.
Yeah. Wow. So I think this is the worst Avenger I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of bad Avengers because I've done this panel like 20 times now.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh no, wait, I got another Batman. I'm sorry,
exciting.
I got one more Avenger.
That's not Batman.
Oh, you're right, that's not Batman. Who is that?
Hulk? Iron Man.
Yeah, it says it's Iron Man.
Yeah. It says right there, Iron Man.
What are you talking about, kids? That says it's Iron Man.
It says there.
It's not anybody else, that's Iron Man.
You know, literacy is so important, kids.
Yeah.
That clearly says Iron Man.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's Iron Man. All right.
All right.
I would have bought that. If I had seen that in a store, I would have. 100%.
Yes, absolutely.
100%.
All right. So, I have a story to tell.
Oh, no.
We were at a convention together, and someone gave me a whole big box of Sharpie knockoffs. And I replaced Aaron's markers with those Sharpie knockoffs.
And they're terrible.
You can only sign one thing and then they dry out.
Yeah.
And they smear.
Four lines, and then they start getting scrapey in the middle.
Yeah.
And then you can just like, you get your finger across it on a piece of dry paper and it smears. It was like the worst marker I've had in my entire. And what did they say on them? They didn't say Sharpie. They said Lasgol.
Lasgol. Which I'm not sure if I have them in here or not. I think I may. This is the Shoopy though.
The Shoopy.
Which just gets the font just right enough that if you're an artist, you start signing and go, what the? Yeah. So this has become my thing, that I start passing these off to other artists. And
so here's the worst thing. You had a box of like 80 of them.
Yes, 80.
And he first was putting them in my pen jar. And then at the start of one of the days, I came in and there was this whole case of them on my table. And I was like, oh my God, get rid of these. And you know what the stupid people helping me did? My beloved employees, I'm just going to say that. Instead of throwing them away like I asked, I found them in my travel kit at my next show. I found 84.
Oh, they're going to turn up everywhere.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Falling around like a bad penny. Those are Shoopy.
This is Sherple.
Super Sherple.
Super Sherple.
Okay.
From Hongbao.
Hongbao, yeah.
Super Sherple.
From Hangban.
From Hangban.
Okay.
Super
Sharimo?
Charisse, maybe?
From Jan.
Yeah. And Super Rick Chang.
Yes.
From Rick Chang.
Those are all different.
Slightly.
Okay.
They come close on the font. Okay, this is Super Shori.
From Hongbei.
Yeah.
For a second I was like, oh, from the same guy, but it's not.
But this one's Goodwill Superstar. Which is also the name of one of the Avengers.
Yes, Superstar, that's right.
Okay, so, and then Picole. Permanent marker.
Now, they didn't even try. That's not even the right font.
No, that's just plain lazy. But you'll notice they drew a picture of the pen on the end of the pen. So you know this is a pen.
But it's on an angle. It's like not straight.
Yeah, it looks like a bird.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there's lots of uses for easels. You can draw on pots. They're easy to hold. And you can write kitchen on a box.
I love that he was so good at writing kitchen right till he got to the end and he's like, how do you make this letter?
But like, he's in 7th grade and his name is Kitchen. So he puts a little heart above the eye.
He's got a beard. He's not in 7th.
No, he's like a 7th. Only 7th grade girls put a heart on your eye. So.
He's amazing. All right.
They got someone else to write this and then brought him in later.
Oh my God.
All right. Now, there's lots of things you can do with these. You can write on glass, logistics dedicated, and sign of life.
Sign of life, like proof of life?
Sign of life.
Sign of life.
But my favorite thing is, and a lot of them use this as their demo, drawing on eggs.
Yeah.
I'm going to start autographing eggs at Comic-Con.
So is it to show that you don't have to press very hard or the tip's really soft or something? Like, why on eggs?
Because people draw on eggs. I don't know. I have no idea why eggs.
All right. Nobody knows why eggs.
They come in silver and gold, and they're perfect on metal, ceramic, plastic, and orange peel.
Orange peels, yeah. I love those orange peels a lot.
In case you're out of eggs.
Yeah. You
can also draw on orange peel or milkshake.
Do you draw right on the milkshake?
Yes, and then it'll bring all the boys through your yard.
Oh, no. Here's what I would like to say. If you took a Sharpie or a fake Sharpie and drew on a piece of gold that I owned, I would punch you in the face.
That's why I only draw on oranges.
Yeah, there you go. You can get more of those easy. Oh.
It's also perfect for rock.
Perfect for rock.
Ceramic, wood and fabric and more, and men who are tote bags.
Men.
What is that?
I don't know. This was the greatest set of screenshots that anyone has ever sent to me. My email was full of these screenshots, and I was like, and there were like 4 emails worth of them, and it was very hard to get this down to like only 10 slides worth of fake markers.
Are there any more?
I think there are.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is.
Okay. So hold on.
Wait, I got one thing to say about this.
Yeah.
fluent writing.
Fluently.
But
Which is good because I don't speak other languages. It's good to know that the marker does.
well, I was going to suggest, like, is it because, like, it's fluent writing is supposed to help you? Because it didn't help anybody in any of those previous slides.
It's also like a lotion. Apply evenly.
Also, how big is that pen?
Okay, so this is the problem I have.
Okay.
Here's how big the pen is.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Here, you get a pen. Here, you get a pen. Wait.
Don't forget, they're perfect
someone's going to
for
lose
rock.
an eye.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh, my goodness.
Here,
What is
you know what?
wrong with you people?
Do this like rugby style. Run into the aisles.
Yeah,
Scrum.
Whoa.
There you go.
Here. That's better. So here's my problem with these pens.
Yeah. There you go.
One of many.
There you go. Here for you. Oh, sorry, I hit that guy in the head.
Oh my God, how many come in a box?
Oh my God, how many of these are there? I'm keeping one of these for myself.
This was $4. But when you grab an I'm afraid to throw this and
I got it. I'm not afraid. There you go.
hey, all right. Now when you get
right off the top of the head.
Anybody else? Here.
Couple more.
Off the
Anybody
side.
else?
There we
Okay.
go.
There you go. Yay.
Oh.
Are you saving that one for yourself?
No, I'm going to give it to someone I don't like. Here, Aaron.
I got one.
You got one right
here.
Okay, so they want to make their marker look huge.
Right.
Like it had taken the Spider-Man supplement from earlier.
Yeah.
And that's a baby's hand.
Right, that is a baby's hand, yes.
Don't give Sharpies to babies.
Yes.
But that just to make their marker look huge, they got a baby holding it, which is ridiculous.
So-
let's draw on this.
Can we do this?
No, I'm going to draw a bird, just to see how
Yeah, I do that.
bad these
I got water all
markers
over it.
are. Oh my, these are awful. And it's dried out. No, not quite, but it's getting there. You can't see any of this, so this is the most pointless part of the show.
I'll take pictures
Okay.
of this for later. They're
All right, there we go.
I don't know if anybody's been to my table and seen this shit.
You know what's funny is this is actually the sketch tool section, so they're going to come here and go,
They're gonna come in there and be
"Who
like,
drew
what
these
is this?"
crappy birds?
Yeah, these crappy birds on the table.
All right, so that's good for fluent writing.
I think
that's
that's- oh, yeah,
it.
that's
Okay,
it.
okay,
Yeah.
that's it. So you got your markers. Enjoy.
Those are brutal. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for
I like that kind of applause.
of all the
world.
things.
I am getting ink all over me now. It's
Yeah. Oh. I already got
Okay.
white paint on this
All right.
beautiful cowboy shirt,
All right.
so I'm like, this is my
What's
first day
next?
wearing this shirt, and I got white paint on it from my white paint marker from me.
well, here, just
Yeah, I can black
wipe
it
it out.
It's actually not the worst plan.
Oh, no,
But-
it is.
No, I'm not going to do that. All right. Thank you. That was your last thing that you brought me today.
Oh.
And this was very beautiful.
Thank you.
I have brought also one more thing.
Okay.
And at my last show, someone came up to me afterwards because I've been doing a whole bunch of Turkish films.
Yes.
Turkish cinema of the 70s and 80s is amazing because it's notorious for taking other people's copyrighted characters and making new films with them, like Superman Returns, which is not the Superman Returns that you know, but is a much worse Superman Returns.
He actually returns an item he had purchased earlier.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's the whole
Superman
plot.
barely flies, and when he does fly, he is absolutely a Ken doll on a string in front of a projection that was filmed out of the back of a moving car. So I love those films a lot. And somebody said, how come you never talk about Italian movies? And I was like, oh, because I didn't think about it. And they said, you should think about a film called Robo-War. And so I thought about a film called Robo-War, and I looked it up, and it's Predator, but it's also RoboCop. And it stars a guy who looks exactly like Chuck Norris, but is not Chuck Norris, and he can't act.
So it is Chuck Norris.
So, yeah. No. Chuck Norris is a much better actor than this man. So I was enjoying it, but I wasn't enjoying it enough to use it for this show. But I was like, okay, well, I mean, a guy doesn't make one terrible film. Let's click on this director's name and see what else he's done. Well, first of all, he's used like 6,000 aliases. But Wikipedia knows them all. And I found out about his best film, which is called Cruel Jaws. It is also known as Jaws 5 in Europe. Here's the reason you probably haven't seen Cruel Jaws. They didn't have a shark. and they didn't have any shark footage, and they didn't shoot any shark footage for their film. They only used shark footage from other shark movies, including Jaws 1 through 4.
That is cruel.
Yes, also, it meant that Universal got kind of pissy about this film that was called Jaws and had the Jaws font and used footage from their movies, and they successfully kept it out of the North American market until just a couple years ago when the legendary home video company Severin Films managed to clear all the rights with Universal for all that footage for a very brief period of time.
Yeah.
They released it on Blu-ray. And you can buy those Blu-rays, but they are like $200 on eBay right now because there were a certain number of them were, and that's all. They also used footage from a film called Deep Blood, which was another Italian shark cheapie, and something else called Great White. There's like 7 shark movies inside this shark movie. Wow. So all they had going for them was that they were shooting new dramatic footage with actors who were then in costumes to match the other footage. There's a scene in the film where the police captain, for no reason at all, takes off his police captain uniform, and underneath he's wearing a white shirt and a black tie. And it's only so that in the next scene he can fall out of the helicopter wearing the black shirt and the black tie and white shirt, because that's what the stuntman in the other movie was wearing.
They respected the continuity.
Right. They were like, oh, that's not going to work. We got to make him change out of that. There's a lot of things that don't work in this movie, and like if that's the biggest problem, like okay. So I don't know what else to tell you about this. I'm just going to show you some of it. It is kind of amazing. And it has actually a lot of plot. It has the plots of Jaws 3 and Jaws 1 and a few other things.
Okay.
In this first scene that I'm going to show you, we are at a SeaWorld style park owned by our hero. There's something that you'll notice about him, and I'll ask you about it after. And he is approached by the developer who's trying to buy the park, who also will turn out to be the villain who wants to keep the beach open even though there's sharks. Also, the daughter of the SeaWorld guy, the son of the SeaWorld guy is dating the daughter of the developer, and he's really mad about it, the developer. He doesn't like that. So are you ready? You ready to watch this?
Okay,
it's really busy. Like, there's a lot of plot.
Very clever, these dolphins, Dave. What do you want? I came to show the property to these friends of mine, and I have the plans for the hotel that's going to be built right here. The sunset's right in front of us. I mean, it is gorgeous. Right there. It's a beautiful sight to see. You leave right away, I'll give you a nice hunk of cash. It'll keep you going for a couple of years, all right?
You're some kind of a son of a bitch, Sam.
What did you say?
I said you're a son of a bitch!
Look, if you need more information on the sports program or the entertainment programs, my secretary's at your disposal. Take the folks back to the hotel, and I'll be right there, okay? That is it. You're doing the wrong thing refusing my offer. You are.
Not only do I refuse the offer, but I'll beat the shit out of anyone who tries to poison my dolphins.
I don't even know what you're talking about. And
Don't be so wicked, Mr. Lewis. Gloria cares about Cookie and Daisy, too.
by the way, tell your Bob to stay away from my daughter, or you can buy another wheelchair.
Wow. Oh, he must be the villain.
He's the villain. Oh yeah, the developer's the villain.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot to mention, the developer's son did try to poison the dolphins. He injected a bunch of fish with rat poison, and the dolphins were too smart to eat it. There's a lot of plot going on in this.
This is a lot.
Yeah, and
Can we talk though about the guy there? Or do you want to?
yeah, what did you guys notice about our main character? Yeah, he looks like Hulk Hogan, right? Do you want to know why? His day job was as a Hulk Hogan impersonator.
He looks like Hogan before steroids.
Right.
Like a full foot shorter.
But what I love about this film is they're like, oh yeah, we'll use this Hulk Hogan impersonator. we won't make him look any less like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
We won't ask him to change his facial hair or his wardrobe or his manner of speaking.
So that people are watching the movie the whole time going, is that supposed to be Hulk Hogan? Or
yeah.
they don't reference it.
And the first time I saw this and he showed up, I was just like, I cried little tears of joy. Because I was like, that's not Hulk Hogan, but boy, it looks like him. Oh, all right. Oh, we already did that one. All right, so we're going to go on to an action scene here. It was very hard to pick only a few clips out of this, I got to tell you. Here we go. This is they've kept the beach open. Now remember, if you see a shark, that footage is not shot from this level.
Okay, so I have two comments.
Yes.
That is the best use of a wheelchair in a film since the movie Mac and Me.
Yes.
That's one.
Agreed.
The other thing is, I'm looking at this footage and I'm like, I think they just showed up with a camera at Universal Studios theme park and just recorded that part of the ride and cut it into the movie. It really looks like that.
That's very possible.
Yeah.
That's entirely possible. They shot this whole thing in Florida for cheap in like 12 days. Also, one of the actors who's one of the villains recently did an interview about this film because he just showed up in the comments on a blog that was like, wow, I love this demented film. And he was like, yeah, it was really weird to work on. And they're like, can we interview you? And he's like, sure. Nobody ever wants to talk about this movie. And he's like, he was talking about how the Italian director didn't speak any English. And he had written the script with his Italian co-writer. By the way, the man responsible for Troll 2, the guy who directed Troll 2,
goodness,
is the co-writer of this film.
And they did the same thing to Troll 2. Neither of them could speak English.
Yeah, they couldn't speak any English. Yeah. And so they had like the director's daughter was there sometimes to translate, and the first AD, they would give a long explanation to the first AD of like blocking and stuff, and then the first AD would just read to them the stage directions from the script. So like I was like, okay, well that explains a lot about how this movie is. I'm just going to show you another scene from this film. How does that sound? Yeah. It's really good. Like, I do enjoy it a lot. Okay, this is a villain comeuppance sequence. Ooh. And it might be the best scene in the entire film, and it might be the best villain comeuppance I have ever seen. Now, just for the record, the guy with the shotgun you're about to see is the son of the developer. And the rest of them are his jerk friends.
Okay.
You ready? And they're trying to catch the shark with a pot roast on a hook, which I don't know if you've seen Jaws, but that's part of Jaws, except they're stupid enough to do it on a boat.
Shoot! Christ, shoot it, Ronnie, kill it!
Shoot it, Ronnie, kill it!
Shoot it, Ronnie, kill it! Shoot, for Christ's sake! God, the line's gonna break! Help me!
Oh, wait.
Down! Quick, pull him out! Help me! Help me out!
So let's talk about what just happened there, because that went really off the rails in a hurry. Was she trying to throw the gas at the shark?
I have no idea what she was trying to do.
I don't know either.
She was holding that thing over her head like she was 60s Batman with a bomb.
Right.
It was just like,
and then she's like pouring it, but on the other guy instead of on the shark.
Yeah, I don't
thought
know
she was
what
maybe
was
going to throw it in the
happening
shark's
there.
mouth, and they would. I don't know.
Is
but
that Jim
it
J.
went crazy.
Bullock on the
Looks
end?
like
I
it,
mean, it
doesn't
sure
it?
looks like Jim J.
Yeah.
Bullock. Nobody got that reference.
No.
Too
Well,
close for comfort?
I got it.
No?
I got
Okay.
that reference. So that's the film Cruel Jaws. I actually highly recommend it. Unfortunately, it's very hard to see now, but it is glorious and ludicrous, and you should see it, and it is worth your time. I had so many other clips pulled from this that I like the scene where that shark eats a helicopter, or even the scene where a guy just keeps shooting a shotgun and shouting at the shark. I love that scene
I'm
a
just
lot.
sad it wasn't in 3D.
Yeah, that would have been great if it was in 3D. This was Cruel Jaws.
This was a cruel panel.
Really brutal panel. Thanks for everybody for coming. Joe, where can people find you?
Right there. You can get the PBS app, if you have that, WQED.org. Cartoon Academy is my TV show, teaches how to draw, so tune in.
Awesome. And I have a beautiful new set of calendars, and you can find all the information about ordering them at the best URL I have ever registered, which is eatfart with a dot between the F and the art. I also have a bunch of them at my table. If you want me to write mean things on people's birthdays, come on over and see me there. And that is it for Bootleg Safari. If you liked this, you can go to bootlegsafari.com and see all the previous panels that I have done. I also have weird merchandise there. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.